Good morning. There's Sir Frankie in his reclined position. Yeah. Remember the day when he used to just sit up here and look interested in what I was doing? He started doing this a few weeks ago where he just lay here and look victimized or bored. He never really has an expression, so I think it's boredom, not victimized. Yeah, there for a while I was thinking because of guilt, that I wasn't entertaining him so much, that he must have been feeling sad. But no, look at that face. Look at those eyes. He's just bored. He's like, ugh, here we go again. Yeah. Okay. Good morning. Got your coffee? This is, I know it's chipped, look. Like me. But I love this cup. One of my clients gave it to me a long time ago. They were like, oh, they were going to buy me something. Because we had a conversation and they were very, very well off, I guess. And I said, no. We don't do that. And then I said, matter of fact, I wouldn't accept a gift if it was over $10. So they got me a cup. I love this cup, and it has an interesting, perfectly fit handle. I've never, 2 chips in it, and one of them starting to crack, and I'm like, I love this cup. Even the lip, look at the lip. Even the lip was made for me. Best cup ever. Okay, so, good morning. I'm telling you what, when I get good sleep, I feel like I'm in, well, a theme park. A delightful, pure, innocent theme park. I feel like I could, well, I can't whistle. I was going to say, I feel like I could whistle, and butterflies and hummingbirds would land on my fingertips, but I can't whistle. That's it. See, I have to hold everything just right just to get that, and that's any whistle, not an outie. So I decided to start taking my allergy medicine twice a day. Screw the doctor, sorry. Because I'm so tired of this in the mornings. And I didn't realize, I finally watched one of my videos, and I'm just snotting through the whole thing. Good grief. Sorry. Okay, so I'll put on some moisturizer. Oh, girl. He can hear, I think there's a family, a couple houses over and back from my backyard that are raising dogs, and they let the dogs out several times a day, and Frankie is still not used to it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like all that noise. And what's weird is he acts like it's the first time every time. See, I have been so lazy I haven't cut my nails. Look at how long they are. Holy cow. I've used the file to get any snaggles off, but I have not taken the time to... Matter of fact, I'm going to dip my handle in there to get more moisturizer, because I don't want to... Like I said, that's just a CeraVe in a fancy little jar. It's not expensive, but I love how it is under makeup. It's not oily. but it's not drying either. Let's talk about why I'm in such a good mood. I'm going to tell you, sleep makes a difference. It's kind of like rebooting your phone or your camera. Every once in a while, you need to keep rebooting it to get it to catch up with itself, or maybe that's not right. Maybe it's just once in a while. I was thinking about how when I was on the job for the man, excuse me, every time I would have trouble with my computer, they would say, "Did you reboot?" Every time I had trouble with my printer, "Did you reboot?" And 9.9 times out of 10, that's exactly what would fix the problem. Isn't that weird? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't like it. Oh, he could only take that barking so long, and he had to go out there and stir up some trouble. Okay, so today is the day. I'm going to use my makeup that's too light because I'm going to try something today. I just love how this moisturizes. See that chubby? I don't like it anymore. It's just not dense enough. It's good for spreading it on, but I'm going to probably get rid of a couple brushes today. I'm going to see how this works again. I tried it once and didn't care for it. It's supposed to be a foundation brush. So we'll see. Foundation brush. You can see that little divot? That's where you're supposed to put the makeup. I think that's funny. I like to put it a little on my eyelids because it gives some moisture. I love this makeup. It's just so... It just blends so easy. Now this brush is tight, it's short, and it's dense. Super dense. It doesn't feel especially wonderful on the skin, but it doesn't feel terrible. And but it did the trick. So before I throw this, I'm going to keep it another day. This, I'm going to try something different on it. I'm going to use my powder 004 Sandstorm. And this is a Rimmel powder. Now that this is nice and clean, smells good, looks pretty good. I'm going to use this powder use this brush with this powder. I just use a very thin layer of the foundation. I usually like a thicker layer of foundation because I like to cover up all those age spots and acne marks. Frankie, come on, boy. Come on, let's go. Jump. Aw, you gotta come on, jump. Nope. Very independent thinker. There's a boy. There's a boy. Oh, he's on watch, I'm telling you. He's like this all day. And then at night, he's a little love bug. See, this brush feels good. I hate to give it up. I just want to find something it's good for on my face. So I think I'm going to, yeah, I hear those dogs. Oh, Frankie. Don't let him get to you, babe. Yep, he's bothered. This is a neighborhood full of dogs. Now let's see what that looks like. Oh, I'm going to turn this other light on. There we go. Huh. You know what? I like this powder. It's not quite full coverage on top of what I would call a nice layer of moisturizer, because between the cream and then the little bit of foundation that I used, it's still not really covering heavy, and it's not real drying. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's experiment. Yeah, just don't overdo it. I mean, I think I'm going to keep this brush just for that. How about them apples? Saved by the bell. I have a busy day today. I have a discombobulated day today. I have a few clients, and then I'm going to this summer. People are going on vacations, doing things with their families, traveling for pleasure, and that makes me so happy. It warms my heart and frees up my calendar so I can feel like I'm on a staycation, get some things done around the house, and really enjoy my day centered around me and what I want. This is just lavender essence in water. I like to spray it in my drawer. And on my brush. And on the makeup I'm about to use for my eyebrows, because that way it's moist. And I get some on my brush. Enough to prove a point, or make a point right there. Today I spray it again for those dastardly spiders. Remember I told you I found one? A baby one? Did I tell you that? Yeah. But of course dead. That's what motivated me to start rearranging my kitchen that I talked about yesterday. Is that I found another dead spider. I may have forgotten to tell you that. Anyway, it was important to me to figure out when it was I sprayed, and I sprayed the second time about 4 days too late. So today is the second week exactly. And so I'm going to spray again everywhere and make sure I don't make that mistake again. I am going to wear a lipstick today. I've just been wearing gloss the last couple days because I've been working, and it saved a step in my makeup routine so I could get out of the house. I know. How about them apples? And you know, I shared with y'all that I started wearing those extra large athletic bras because of comfort. I just got tired of the all the work it took to lift these puppies up. And, jeez, roll them up, tuck them in. And, I just had to wear a real bra today. Yeah. And I feel spunkier. When you overdo anything, you know, you get to where it's enough's enough. But, so I try to listen to my body and listen to my intuition and do what I need to do. Every once in a while, you just need to change it up a little bit. I thought I'd share that with you because it speaks to not getting caught in a rut. And a lot of times that's what we do. We get caught in a rut and we don't change it up. I remember that in that book I was telling you about, if I could find it, maybe I'll do some more research, see if I can't find it. I know it's decades old. But anyway, those little tips on living. And my mother, the small spurts that I had with her when I was really little, she had a way of setting up the kitchen that I used for years. Because my bathroom was set up that way and because my kitchen was set up that way when I was a child, that's just how I naturally did it for ages. For instance, the glasses were right by the sink. The cups were right by the sink. And I think a lot of people did that because we didn't have the beverage selection that people have today. And we didn't have bottled water. So it made sense that they were right by the sink to get water. Right? Well, that's not the case anymore. And now I set up my kitchen in a way that makes it easy to empty the dishwasher. Because I use a dishwasher most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. Almost most of the time. I don't use it for certain pans. And big bowls. That's just, to me, a waste of space in there. Might as well just wash those. Because they're not usually real dirty anyway. None of it's real dirty anyway. Yes, I still rinse everything. I can't believe people who don't. And I can tell you this, the filter in my dishwasher never gets dirty. Don't forget to check the filters in your dishwasher. It's down in the bottom. It's a screw cap. Pull that out every once in a while. Clean it. Mine's never dirty because it's hardly ever dirty. I don't remember a time when it was dirty. Fat part. Oh, I love it when I get good sleep. The world's just a better place. That eyeshadow was from a palette. I am sure that I got this from the dollar store. I took off the top so it fits in my nuzzles down into my desk. You know what? This is called 001 Nude Edition. And I don't know what company made it. But I imagine it came from the dollar store and it was probably, like LA Nails or LA Makeup or whatever. Well, if you go to the dollar store or Dollar General, that's where it was at. blush and mascara. And then I am done. I wish you were here to cheer me on while I'm spraying spider. Are you cleaning like a kitty cat? My spider crusade. It gives me the heebie-jeebies to even mess with them. You know what? I'm going to use a little bit of this. When I get good sleep and I feel like this, I don't know why in the world I would have dark circles under my eyes. I don't. I get these rogue eyelashes. Yeah, sure do. Oh, this is gonna dry up. It's gonna dry up. Look out. All right, so here's what I want to keep focused on today. What if, like rebooting your phone, you believe, even if you don't believe it, pretend you believe it, that's what happens when you sleep at night. That your brain can reboot. That you don't have to be depressed or lonely or frustrated today, no matter what. No matter what. And that you're starting fresh. You know how when you reboot a computer and then you're thinking, oh, I had so much trouble with this. Is it really going to work? And this is what I would do. I'd be like, oh, come on, this isn't going to work. And then I would try it and then it would work. And I'd be like, still mad that it hadn't worked. What if, and this is where I finally got, was when I would reboot the computer, I just anticipated, oh, good. That's what you do to fix it. Let's go. Now we're back on track. And I didn't have to have that adjustment to, when's it going to happen again? Or, of course, that happened to me. Or, damn, I hate computers. Instead of wasting all that thought process, which I had over and over and over again, so none of it was fun and exciting. I mean, sometimes it's kind of fun and exciting to get mad. Especially when we get a little pissy. It feels good to a certain extent. Kind of like juicy gossip. And, so what if get up in the morning and just assume it worked? Let's just assume starting our new day is actually starting a new day, fresh. Let's do that. Let's do that. I know some days it's easier than others. Some days I completely forget I'm able to do that. Isn't that sad? That's why it's so important that we have each other to help remind each other that we have that ability. We have that choice. We just keep forgetting we have those choices. There's my dead dog. There's my dead dog. And dogs. Each other and dogs. What? No way. Oh, those allergy pills will kick in any minute. Okay. I don't know why it's so tough. I've always been a sensitive flower. Chrissy, I know you're saying it. But that's why we have each other, I think. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Because just being able to have this conversation with you helps. And then to get your messages, whether you're sharing something of your own that you've gone through, or words of encouragement or opinions or sharing something deeper. I just love it. And that's what we need with each other. Look at that mascara. You know what? I don't curl my lashes most of the time because I'm not lazy. I'm just busy. Relaxing. So I'm just going to put one more layer down at the base. Tuck it in there. Tuck it. And then I'm going to put a little on the end and just push. Now, I think that helps a little bit. Not a lot. Like, my eyelashes can be so straight, especially when I sleep on this side. So really, sometimes all it needs is a little moisture. See? I don't know if you can see that. I know I'm showing you up my nose, sorry. I see a little bit of an improvement. My goodness. Okay, I'm making a mess. I don't know. This, I can tell you this. This is from Temu, and it is an imitation of the lash. This isn't the other brand. This is the imitation, and it says the studio on it. It's not the same as the other mascara. It doesn't handle the same. It doesn't age the same. It behaves more like this, the Great Lash. It behaves very much like this, and that's why I continue getting it, because on Temu, it was only, I'm probably not going to shop from Temu anymore. When I ordered several of these, because I thought if it was even close to that one, I'd like it. And sometimes the knockoffs are so close that who cares? I like inexpensive makeup. I don't like makeup that's gonna damage anything. But it's enough like this one, and this is my tried and true. I love Great Lash. I know. I use a black. Black is black. Okay, so I have to get ready for a few clients, and I have to spray. So I'm going to someone asked me about curls, how to get curls like this in their hair. And I can tell you this, I was born with crazy hair. I used to straighten it before hair straightener became a thing for Caucasian people. I used to straighten it with perms because I was told that using ethnic straightener would melt my hair off. So I never had the guts to try that because my hair's not, it's not strong enough. It looks thick, but I mean, that's about as big as my pinky. All that hair is about, seriously, isn't that crazy? It's just how it fluffs up on itself. So, like this is to me, a decent hair day. I've had like 3 of them so far this year, and I'm like very happy. Usually the bangs don't play along well, but even those. So I'm not going to tell you how to do your hair, but I can tell you this. This Equate Detangler is so much less expensive than some of the products that I used to use. And I'm not going to name them because I'm not trying to put them down or give them a bad name or say that they're cheap because I like this better. I'm just going to tell you that I have been in the image consulting business for decades. And I've also been a licensed cosmetologist. So there are certain products that I can tell you are basically hype, advertising, and a decent product. But the combination, especially with the fragrance, makes us feel like it's something above and beyond. There are very few products that are not sold under generic labels, because factories very often make good money off of overproducing a product and then packaging it in store products, selling those to those stores, right? Passing the savings on. So they're not wasting any product. If they make a little bit too much nail polish or shampoo or conditioner or foundation, they're going to sell it. They're not going to throw it down the river. Ugh. Anyway, so I'm going to show you what I very often do to help separate the curls, give them a little more shine. Instead of just pushing it up, which I do on the ends, I also squeeze it, because then it gets in the interior and makes a little more of a formed, it helps the hairs kind of conglomerate together to put in a little bit more curl. And then if I see a fuzzy spot, I'll spray it and crunch it together so that those little fuzzy curls will work together. Now, I don't do this very often, but if I were going out, this is what I would do. I don't waste product on days that I don't need to. Now, I don't know if you see a lot of difference between that and this, but I do. Right? This looked okay before I did this to me. But now it's like, okay, we need to do something with this side. It's not quite as curly. So I left it. Get the bottoms. And if I see some fuzzies, I just try to kind of fold it into the other hair so they'll work together to make a nicer wave. Like, see, this part's so fuzzy, but I got enough moisturizer on it, and squeezing it together, it started making a better curl together. Like, that was kind of matted back there, so spray it good. Excuse me. Squeeze it, and then some of this is almost straight with that. But if you push it up, do you know that almost everybody has a certain amount of body and curl, that if you do this long enough, especially on hair that's not too tangled up, like I see a lot of these people make videos where they're blow drying their hair real slow to get all that curl in. Well, you can do that, or you can do it on clean, dry hair and get maybe 50% of that curl, but it's enough to make you look pretty. Oh, okay, so it's a little damp, but so this is how I get the most out of my curl usually. I gave away all of my hot curlers. Oh, I used to hot roll my hair all the time in my 20s and 30s, and now I'm not gonna play with my hair too much because it's gonna ruin what I did and make it fuzz up again, because that's what my hair does. Now when it dries and I fluff it up, it's gonna look great. And then do it in the crown too, just a wee bit, because you don't want to saturate it. You don't want to saturate any of this. But anyway, try it with your hair. Your hair may not have this weak curl that can be scrunched up. Yours may be something different. Maybe you have a lot more curl or not as much curl, but you can get a wave almost all the time. There are very few people, in my experience, who can't get a little movement in their hair. Now, if I were gonna sweat it today, which I'm not, I would take my flat iron or curling iron, and put it right here to pull that hair off of my face, because otherwise this white hair just lays right down. I'm not gonna do all that. Matter of fact, it's so hot and humid out, I'm gonna have to close my shades. I don't know, maybe I liked it before I started. But it's so hot and humid out and I have so much to do. I'm going to twist my hair up. I'll put one of these up there. Were you able to see that? I hope so. Remember, I'm not a professional camera person, so. Because it's so hot and humid, I am not going to wear it down. I am not. I am just not going to. Too hot. And I had a couple days reprieve from ponytails and clips over the last beautiful couple days outside. Oh my God. Heaven, absolute heaven. And really did relieve my scalp and all that stress. Okay, so in closing, remember, we do have the ability to start our day over. If when you very first wake up, take a second, start making it a habit to just take a second to think about the first thought that you wake up with. If you slow down, you'll notice most of the time there's not a thought there. You have to actually pull it in. It's the truth. That's what I found out. Because I thought I was destined to feel like pond scum, like angry, like hurt and used, discarded. And when I started realizing just how pure the brain can be after a good night's sleep, that whatever thought I pull in is how I start my morning, it was mind-blowing. So that's when I started learning that first thing in the morning, if I accidentally pull something in out of habit, stop thought, change thought. Stop thinking whatever that is. Stop. And then pull in something beautiful like, oh, how am I going to plan my day? I'm going to get up and I'm going to refresh myself. I'm going to wear something comfortable that's somewhat attractive. I'm going to have a positive attitude about work. I'm going to think about, what could I have done better yesterday? And how can I incorporate that today? With a loving heart, not with shame or frustration. So, yeah. What can I do better today that I didn't do last week? Well, I didn't stick to the 2-week program on the bug killer stuff. So I'm going to make that better this week by making sure I had it written on my calendar. And that day is today. So I'm going to go do that. We love you. Frankie. Frankie. Hi. Hi, Frankie. All right, you guys. He acts like he doesn't care, but he does. Story of my life. Kidding. Mwah. Bye for now.